Hi, my name is Kate Blaha, and I'm the Community Financial Education Coordinator for Case Credit Union. This is the second video covering different strategies to pay down your debt with purpose. If you haven't watched the first video, Pay Down Debt, the Snowball Method, I suggest pairing it with this one since it takes the same debt examples and shows a different starting point and strategy. This video will focus on the Avalanche method of paying down debt. I'm going to start by writing down all of my debts in one place with the monthly payments, interest rates, and total balances owed. I'm using the debt tracker template that can be found in our financial wellness workbook that's free to download on our financial literacy page of this website. My goal is to prioritize paying less money in interest charges as I pay down my debt. The interest rate determines how expensive your loan is in the long run. The monthly payment's not the only number you should have on your radar. The Avalanche method of paying down debt begins by identifying your highest interest rate debt and finding an amount in your budget that you can apply to this bill. I'll continue to pay all of my bills on time, but choose one to pay extra to jumpstart my progress. In this case, the Discover card is the highest interest rate on any of my debts at 24.99% APR, which stands for annual percentage rate. Through analyzing my spending habits, I found out that I order food for delivery at least 4 times a month. If I skip 2 of those orders, I save $50, which I'll choose to apply to my highest interest rate debt. This means I'll be paying a total of $125 to my Discover card each month instead of the minimum payment of $75 to save money on interest charges. I'll be using the Experian credit card payoff calculator that's free to use for anyone. I input my Discover card balance of $2,500, the monthly minimum payment of $75, and the interest rate of 24.99%. The calculator shows it will take me nearly 5 years to pay off this balance. It also shows I'm paying a total of $1,709.20 in interest charges, which is 40% more than my balance when I started. I've chosen the Avalanche method because I have the most money to save by tackling my highest interest rate debt first. Using the Avalanche method, I apply my extra $50 to this payment, paying $125 each month. And instead of almost 5 years of payments, I'll pay it off in 27 months, which is closer to 2 years than 3, despite the rounding up of the payoff calculator. More importantly, I've saved $942 in interest paid to Discover, or whichever company holds your highest interest rate debt. Remember, if I only paid the minimum payment, I was paying $1,700 in interest, and now I've knocked it down to $767. There's no question that you'll save the most of your hard-earned money using the Avalanche method compared to other strategies. I've started my debt avalanche, and by the time I've paid off my Discover card, I've also paid off my Home Depot card, since I continue to make minimum payments on all of my debts. I can apply the $125 I was paying on my Discover card to my Case Credit Union card, and that'll be paid off in 3 months. I can keep the momentum going by applying the extra $185 to my car loan, and so on and so on. This method takes patience, but it comes with big payoffs. The pros of choosing the Avalanche method is that you'll keep more of your hard-earned cash instead of paying it to your creditors. When I paid down my highest interest card, I had also paid down some of my lower balance cards along the way, assuming I don't charge more to my balance as I go. The con of this method is that it takes longer to see results. In the Snowball method, I got rid of one of my monthly bills in 5 months. In the Avalanche method, it took over 2 years. However, once I got to that point, another debt was paid off, and I'll quickly pay off the next one. Choose whichever method motivates you to stay on task and pay down your debt. If you'd like more support looking at your debts and making a plan, Case Credit Union offers free financial counseling for members and non-members. There's no one-size-fits-all for tackling debt, and a counselor can help you map out the best strategy for you. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me talking about the Avalanche method of paying down debt. I hope you found something useful. Please check out more of Case Credit Union's support on our website, and have a great day.